Hello guys, this is Satvik, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can exploit CSRF vulnerability. So without getting any delay, let's start. Friends, CSRF means cross-site request forgery. Here the websites accept the request that they are not intended to. This can be happen due to the poor management of session. So what can happen? This can lead to the account takeover. So like you can change the password even without the user's consent, and even you can transfer the amounts, and you can do much more things. Okay, like you can change his personal details, etc., etc. But now in this video we are gonna see how you can change the password, which means you can take the account, you can take over the account of the target. So I'm going to show this attack on a damn vulnerable web application which is running on my local machine, which is running on VMware, sorry. So this is my damn vulnerable web application. So I'm going to log in. So this is my TVWA and the credentials are admin and password, and I'm going to set this security to low, and here you can see an option called CSRF. Click on this, and here you can see an option called change your admin password. So what I'm gonna do is right click on this section, inspect element, and since this is taking input, so this must be a form. Okay, I think you must be somewhat familiar with HTML, or else you're gonna face some issues. Okay, right click on this, edit as HTML, and copy the whole code. Okay, and paste it any of your notepad. Okay, so this is my form tag that I got, and to make this less suspicious, I'm gonna remove this new password, beer, etc., since we are gonna send this file to the target. Okay, and I'm going to remove this confirm password also, and I'm gonna change the type from password to hidden so that it makes less suspicious. Okay, so hidden, which means you can see this section also. Okay, I'm doing the same for the type also, hidden. Okay, so and I'm even changing the submit type also, so that he can't see anything. Okay, it just gets redirected, hidden. Okay, so this is our code looks like, and how does the target gives the value. If you got this doubt, then what we are going to do is we are going to add an attribute called value, and we're going to keep it password 123 to make somewhat different to the previous one. Okay, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste this in password confirmation field also. Okay, so this is the code, and I think it's not necessary autocomplete, so I'm going to remove this, and I'm gonna keep the name as it is because it's the code written and we can't change it. If you change it, then we're gonna face some issues. Okay, and so if you have a doubt like how this form gets submitted without even having a submit tag, okay, so I'm gonna clear you this doubt. Okay, so I'm going to write a JavaScript code. Okay, script tag, and so this is how the script tag looks like. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna give an ID for this form. Let it be ID equals to my form. Okay, let's give this. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna implement a simple code here. We were gonna use document object. So document dot get element by ID, since we had provided the ID, and the ID is my form, and my form dot there is an inbuilt method called submit, which auto submits the form. So submit, and I'm gonna save this. Okay, and there is a problem even with the action also. What we're gonna place in the place of hashes, we're gonna paste the link where this form exists. Okay, I'm gonna paste it here. So I think if it's everything is fine right now. Okay, we had method get id form and name. Okay, we're gonna leave everything default. If the method doesn't work, then let's change from get to post. Okay, if it doesn't work, if it works, it will be fine. And our password will be password123. Okay, I'm gonna save this file. Okay, and let's run this file. Okay, I'm gonna close this. So you can see that when I open the file, since it's a HTML, it will be loaded in a browser, and you can see that the password is changed. Okay, so let's log out and check whether our previous password are working. And our previous password is password. And you can see that the login is failed because our code worked, and the password has been changed from password to password123. So guys, this is how you can exploit CSRF vulnerability, and particularly this attack is gonna take the account from the target, and he's gonna never log into that. Okay, so how you can prevent the CSRF in websites? So what you need to do is you need to maintain tokens, and the token should be random, and it should be specific for a particular user, so that even though I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna send this, since the token ID is different, it doesn't get executed and the server rejects it. So by using these tokens like JWT tokens, etc., you can prevent the CSRF request forgery vulnerability on your websites. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like it and do subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos like this.